Rolling with Nat 20. I'm Nat 20. We're back with more Rebuild 3, Gangs of Deadsville. And we've recently established a government, which we made a lot of choices in our active policies. And we've continued the expansion to the north while scouting out the rest of the world. And looking at this looks like one edge to the other. That is like half or a quarter of the size of an epic sized map. It's intensely smaller, actually. Anyway, where did we have people going? You're up there scavenging. You're over here scouting. Last Judgment's thinking about attacking us, it seems, or raiding us, rather. And we wanted to be friends with you, but it was too soon to talk. So we need to continue the expansion and wait and see if we can become friends with you in a little bit. My people are unhappy and getting unhappier by the day. Hopefully serving some drinks will help out. Zombies killed. Good job. You will now do the killing here, because that seems like the most likely place that they'll mass against me right now. They're the bridge, but I don't mind if a mass of zombies ends up on the bridge. No! Don't you eat my people! 0% danger. I need to thank whoever's idea was to fill the outside roads full of barbed wire tumbleweeds. The Zed attacked today and took care of them themselves, with almost no help from us. Now that's clear. Oop. You built that. Claim that. And you will go off into the world and take everything that's not bolted down. You are gonna kill zombies there. Yeah. You built it. Congratulations. Help him build that, I guess. We'll split you up when somebody finishes taking out some zombies. These traps help keep them a lot safer. The zombies are killing themselves while they're out there killing zombies. The pig farmers. We met some creepy and surprisingly well-fed fellas today. They were chubby, pale, and wouldn't stop chuckling to themselves. Reminded me of this one mall Santa who used to look at me kind of funny. They're pig farmers. Seems they were able to shore up their farm pretty quickly when the dead started to rise. With plenty of meat on hand, they haven't had to scavenge for food like the rest of us. Maybe they'd be willing to trade for some of that meat. From their waistline, it looks like they've been eating like kings. Now, it doesn't come right out and say it, but anything that you learn about these guys pretty much just says, hey, they're cannibals. So the cannibals are down there. Mostly it's a lot of times if I try to recruit people near them, they'd be like, hey, you're not with those pig farmers, right? They eat people. And you can be like, we've never eaten people. You know, unless you have eaten people, in which case you've got bigger problems. Alright, continue to scout out the world for me. Scout out the world. Ooh, I did want to check one thing real quick. Just to make sure I get the spelling right. Though they're not here in the live stream, they've been commenting on the archives. So we shall put in no Tobias Hernandez. That might screw me up a little bit because I always want to know who. Well, I mean, I can always look at this. That'll say daughter later when they're grown up or whatever. Feckless with the flamethrower and the kid. What are you doing just defending here? Were you a scout of some sort? Hey, Shrug, welcome to the party. Can you handle that? Can't do it. Oh, you finished scavenging. You found a bulldog and a bunch of food and some ammo and a bulldog. It's good, actually. Who could use a bulldog? Oh, who could use a bulldog? You! Have this bulldog. You have a retriever. You have a cat. Onward. Oh, my peripheral screen seems to have crapped out, so let me know if the stream dies for any reason, because I won't be able to tell, because my peripheral screen just decided it doesn't want to connect to the internet anymore in general. You're watching another stream and it wasn't working for you, then you saw that I was online and jumped at the opportunity. Well, thanks for coming aboard. I do have to admit it's going to be a shorter stream because I do have to work today, and I'd like to end the stream with a little bit of time to unwind before I go to work. Why don't you go out scouting for me? Ain't nothing going to be in the graveyard. Oh yeah, you scouting, talking. Muffins. Last time we talked about iMuffins, we learned that she was a private investigator and that she's got connections and was trying to take down an extremely violent mob boss. And next we learned the case was going. The case was a gong show. Seedy bars, kidnappings, shootouts. I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but damn if I didn't near meet my maker half a dozen times on that case. It all ended with a whole lot of blood in the McCluggins mansion. Still not sure exactly what happened, but going from all the bodies I saw there, I saw a pale fella in a suit with a hole between his eyes. I think the big man himself had never turned, never saw Nell, but I'd bet dollars to donuts she's the one who finished it. Which gives you former Dahlia, so I guess McCluggins is the Medallia leader. Can make you a good cook if I want you to be a farmer. Or I can make brave. +1 defense, but may take the hit for another survivor. Sure. You got all the plus defenses. You're a fighter. Alright, get down here. And take all the stuff that might get taken by my opponents. We created explosives. Good. Let's make more. Okay, those things are dead. Got a multi-tool. Those are pretty cool. +1 to every stat. Multi. Alright, take that. If you've ever played Stronghold 2, you'd know what gong means. The prerogative version of crap. I could imagine through context, though I've never heard it used that way. Threw me off a little. I was like, huh? I've never heard this phrasing be used before. Oop. The music kicked in to a track that was loud, and my mic's a little close to the speaker, so I was worried I was getting feedback. Whoa, when did things suddenly become dangerous for you guys? Help out with that. Go cult team. Alright, scavenged, found a top hat. Go back out and give me whatever's in this police station. Whoa. Scouted a good chunk of the land over here. The pig farmers have carved out a fair amount down here for themselves. Let's check this out. What other games do I play on Steam? Consistently? I go through moods, I suppose. Foreign relations. I was summoned to meet with Rufus this week at St. Michael's Fort. He was disappointed that we didn't speak to him before deciding our new government, but understood. We are different people with different values, he said, but I think we should find a way to become allies and share the governance of leads. Apologize, get some faction respect. Let's not piss him off. I don't do anything for apologizing. It's just like, hey, no, not fuck you. Rufus seemed surprised that I would apologize. He thanked me and hoped our people could work together. He suggested we come by and meet with him sometime. So what other games do I end up playing? I occasionally get down with some Stellaris, though it's been a while and there's a lot of updates that have happened, so it's a little harder for me to just jump in. I like Splunky. I like a good game for me to just throw down and play for a good 20-30 minutes of Splunky. Give me the controls back to the camera. There we go. Other games I play. I mean, the games that I post videos of on the channel. Ooh, you killed all those guys. Can you get in there and do any work? No. Why don't you just tell you not to build that and go kill these guys. Yeah. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic now has 10-point Steam release. Battlefront 3 is the one that just came out, right? I'm not too up on my Battlefronts. I played one of them once upon a time because my friend is really into it. Mike, you might know him from my co-op streams. He's really into not so much Battlefront, but he's into Star Wars. And so he had the game a long time ago, and I played it. We didn't play too much. So 2 is the new one, 2 is the new EA, 2 is the new Star Wars Battlefront. Okay. I don't know too much about it. I know that people are up in arms with the business model, which is understandable because the business model sounds like crap. I know that my friends who are into it, like Mike, and who played the demo, said that it was boring. This is coming from somebody who liked the older Battlefront. Like, he played that game a ton. And maybe it's because I don't have too much of a knowledge of the game myself, but he couldn't really convey to me what made it boring. But I believe him when he says it is. Nat 20's back, hooray! How's comrades? Hey Muffins, hey Zero. The old one, the original that EA is now destroying. Yeah. What do I want to do with you now? Yeah, waste your time building that out, I guess. It's gonna be cool. I feel like somebody's finished scavenging. No. Zombies are killed. Sure. Hey now. You go defend. Once some more of these people get ready, we can kill out the zombies that are massing up. Alright, I really want to see the borders of all this. So you have Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, and you have the EA titles for Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2? Oh, you have the new EA titles. Oh, I see. Weird. So which faction are you going to kill first? I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm trying to remember all of the things that have happened in this round because I hold prejudices against the factions from my other playthroughs. Like the government in my other playthrough was a super dick, so that's who I killed first. And in my other playthrough, the Dahlias were super friendly and were my besties. But this time around, they're being kind of dickish to me, telling everybody that I'm a cannibal. So maybe them. They're also the closest. You're saying the really good one is now on Steam? Ah, the really good old one is now on Steam. That's good. That'd be worth looking into, maybe. Or at least tell Michael about it, because I don't know if he's aware of that. Right, you're there defending. What am I doing? I'm thinking of you. I need to get you out somewhere doing something. I need to get you... I'm taking all this stuff from next to the pig farmer so they can't have it. This is my stuff. Can we talk to Malik yet? Yeah! Them zombies are killed. Ain't no cultists in that stack. Go! And it has the online capabilities fully intact. Excellent. Medicine, food, and a golf club. Alrighty. Ah, wrong button. That golf club could actually be handy. Or you see, these guys don't have much of a use for any sort of weapon. But I can give them weapons that'll give them the recreation perk. Meaning sometimes they'll just be happy because of the weapon they got. But that seems to be it. All I got is some baseball bats and some golf clubs. Go be happy. Water treatment needs repairs. I just took a long look at the water treatment plant we reclaimed. Things don't look good. The pipes are backed up. The main pump is a solid block of rust, and the place is so full of gases, all it would take is a single match to bring it down all around our heads. We can probably get the thing working again, but it won't be easy. It's going to take our best engineers and plenty of gear before any liquid flows through these pipes again. Alright, what are you working on? Turret towers? Good. Fix water. Still, turret towers are going to happen in a reasonable amount of time, and we'll repair the water in 2 days. Or at least this portion of it. This, This is just the first step in a quest line, but it might be the only step. Some of the things I remember as quest lines are just one quest. I know either the power or the water has at least 2 steps. I don't remember which one. You're getting too close. And I was hoping you'd step there, but that's not where you're going. And I won't blow up that. I'll blow up a farm instead. Why don't I want to blow this up? I could be mistaken. But I do believe varied food sources increase happiness. Maybe. And having a bunch of farms and one pig farm. Kind of want to keep the pig farm in case it does have an effect. Not that it matters too much. Alright, where are you going to go? What you going to do? You're going to take the bridge. Ooh. We got some more zombie traps now. Put one there. Because who doesn't like bacon and pork chops? Exactly. I'm not going to deprive our city of bacon for efficiency. I might deprive them of bacon for other reasons, but not efficiency. Alright, let's start just putting traps in these big ones that are going to take a while to clear out. Alright. Conscientious objections. Here we go. Here's the cult shit. Rosie Baptist Bell Cult is arguing about the ethics of zombie killing. These monsters would just as soon eat your eyeballs as they look at you, and she wants to defend them. For God's sake, the thing's killed 99% of humanity. There's nothing ethical about letting them live. It's that Church of the Chosen Ones. Rosie's been going to their meetings, and now they've got her worshipping zombies. I gave her time off to reconsider, but I doubt she'll come around. Now that's a lie. She'll go kill some zombies in 3 days, but she's taking a 3-day vacation for religious reasons, making everybody over here unsafe. The rest of the cult is now unsafe. Well, they're gonna have to deal with that, because Mega Man's busy recruiting, because I'm busy talking with people. Okay. Van Dyke's rifle. Floop. And I'll just keep the shotgun. Let's give the rifle to somebody who actually goes out and uses it. Better than what you got. Gonna be out of the live, be back. 30 minutes, you think? See you around when you get back. Again, this live's not gonna be super long. It's gonna probably end here in about an hour and a half. So I gotta go to work today. Because I was able to borrow a car for the afternoon. How many explosives does that put us at? 7? We can always have more. Okay, you killed those zombies. No. Ubuchu. No. None of these are cultists. Stack up. Kill that mass. No more zombies. Wait, my city's so big I can't see it all in one thing now, and I have to look for people. iMuffins spotted a survivor in the Granville Rift's karate outfit limping his way through the city. He had no meat on his bones and was delirious by the time iMuffins brought him in. Once he'd had a rest and some hearty pigeon stew, we learned that he's not from Leeds at all. He introduced himself as Jamal from the original Granville Rift's dojo in New York. He'd come west with a message from Malik from his sensei. We pointed Jamal to the Rift's fort. He bowed deeply and said we should ask for a reward next time we see him. Alright, we found the New Yorker. That's cool. That makes me hopeful that we're going to start the quest line that I'm hoping to start. So I'm pretty sure the New Yorker is the first part of that. Scouted. Okay. Alright, seems like most of the factions are clustered up in this center area. Interesting. Which means there's a lot of room to expand over here, but I'd have to get around. Keep searching that out for me. Keep your scouting ways so that we can scout for days. Found a multi-tool. Alright. I mean, multi-tools are good, but very few people really want to be jacks of all trades. So they're not as useful as anything that actually boosts one stat a lot. Met with the Rifts. Sorry, I'm drinking a smoothie that's got bits in it I gotta chew. It's snow bubble tea, actually. I'm not sure if Malik was meditating for those 2 hours I was waiting for him, or if he's just able to sleep sitting up. Once he did acknowledge my presence, he seemed happy to see us. He even invited me to see his knife collection. I don't think it was meant as a threat, but it's hard to tell with Malik. Let's suggest an alliance. An alliance? Malik mused. Well, it is good to have friends. We could supply you with ammunition and support you if anyone else gives you trouble. But this is a big deal. It needs a big ceremony. To complete the alliance, we should address our people from the city hall and formally announce the partnership with the Rifts. News from New York. It's hard to read Malik's stony expression, but I think I saw hints of surprise and pride that his dojo brother Jamal had made the long journey from New York through such hostile territory. Unfortunately, the news he brought wasn't good. In the years since Malik and the others left, the remaining New York Rifts had been struggling to survive. Their sensei, Cypress, was aging, and there was fierce competition and even fiercer undead in the big city. They'd been forced underground to the subway tunnels, a home unbefitting such a proud and one strong clan. Offer your condolences. Malik just grunted as he stared into the distance, through his mirrored shades, which he still wore despite the dim lighting in their sparring hall. I guess they help him to hide his emotions, either because he thinks he's too tough to feel things, or because he doesn't want the rest of his people to see how worried he really is. Ask about a reward. Malik nodded to an enormous man who dropped a large box of ammo in my hands. It was so heavy I could barely hold it. As I strained under the weight, Malik became suddenly talkative. He explained that he and the other Rifts had been planning a trip to New York for some time, and this meant they had to leave soon, but it was a big trip. They had a caravan of trucks and mobile homes and plenty of supplies, but there was still too much to do. They could use our help. Well, let's help. Either Malik didn't hear me, or didn't care. He continued. They needed fuel for the trip. A lot of it. He pointed out 3 gas stations that might still have it. They also need auto parts, spare tires, and tools. Malik wrote down the names of 2 auto worker shops in Leeds. So we have 5 places to search. It's a lot of work, but Malik says the Rifts will repay us big time if we do it all. Alright. And that is the quest that I want to complete. That if I'm allied with them and I complete that quest, they just give me their fort. They're like, hey, let's be buds. Your fort is our fort, and our fort is your fort, and we are but one in the same. That being said, the places that he's going to have me look are generally scary. Okay. Oh, crud. One of them's on the other side of these guys. Alright. Well, we will see if we can get to doing some of that when we get our scavenger back. Alright, go. How long is it going to take you to announce the alliance? 13 days. You're the worst leader. Oh well. 13 days to assemble everybody together. No! You know how the police always used to tell us how dangerous firecrackers are? iMuffins found a discarded box of this stuff while we were out scavenging, and it went off in her face. I think she should be okay in a few days, but it'll be a while before she stops smelling of gunpowder. Boom! Look at you go! Spicy, and now exploded. Muffins is injured? No more. We'll heal your face right up. There we go. Finish checking out what's in there. You found the pea shooter. Holy crap. Now the pea shooter is a gun, but it's a little bit silly. For it is a gun that gives... It's one stronger than a pistol, which is kind of cool. So it's about as good as like an SMG or a shotgun. But it gives the green thumb perk, meaning whoever has that pistol has a chance of farming extra food. That sucks when ammo pops off. Yeah. Never want that shit to blow up in your face. Okay, you guys are back. Can we do this? Get that gas. I'm a little worried because I know how dangerous these missions are. And even though it says scavenging, they're not all scavenging. So it might be worthwhile for me to pull like a group of people of various skills. But at the same time, hold on a sec. Did I change your equipment here recently? No. Are you leveling your scavenging from scouting? No, not my beautiful waifu's face. Maybe. Keep a look on your stats. I thought scouting was essentially wasted time. I didn't realize that it might actually increase your scavenging. Foreign relations. I was summoned to meet with Malik this week at the Rift Fort. He was disappointed that we didn't speak to him before deciding our government. I'm sorry. Malik seemed surprised that I would apologize. He thanked me and hoped our people can work together. He suggested we come by and meet with him sometime. We already did. We're announcing the alliance. It's gonna take another 12 days, man. It takes us a while to spread information within our fort. We don't have any leaders. Water treatment exterminators needed. Good news! The water treatment plant is fixed. Now I just need to deal with minor detail of the massive horde of Zed that crawled out of the newly unblocked sewer pipe and have been trying to eat anyone who goes near the building. I'm looking for volunteers. Recruitment. I can hear these two fighting from a block away. Blah blah blah. If I have to listen to your snoring for one more night, by God I'll... roommates. Good news is they both want to join us. Bad news is each refuses to come if the other will be there, so we can pick. And unfortunately, Mega Man's stuff only gives him a leadership level of 3, so we can't take both. So we're going to take Foxy, level 3 scavenger, or Dave, the level 3 builder. Gah! I want Foxy, because she sounds cool. But we need builders. Ain't nobody building for us. We need more builders in our life. Dave already has his bags packed and couldn't wait to be rid of his roommate. Good riddance, he shouted to her merrily as he left. I hope you find someone who can tolerate you, you petty cow. Foxy shouted back that she was done with Dave and this whole damn city. I'm guessing she's not planning on sticking around. You volunteer, Supreme Chancellor, shrugged Zilla. There shall be no Chancellor. Chancellors always overthrow. We're gonna give you... I thought I had better stuff. Alright, we'll give you that wrench. And the sledgehammer. Dave Westbury. He's a team player. He has improved skills when on a mission with at least 3 survivors. Too bad he's gonna be a builder and solo it up for a little while. Alright, that's been taken care of, so you can go back and join the research. Turret towers will be done within the day. Mega Man, go clear out the water treatment center for us. Wait, Mega Man, you gotta make them safe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to lead you on like you were gonna be the big hero. It's gotta be someone else, Mega. I'm sorry. Too important to other things. Alright, Kuthwhack. Kuthwhack. Now that's all trapped up. We should be able to take all that. No problem. Test of might. Zombies. Every angle I looked at the gas station, all I could see was zombies. Picking their way past the 2 tanker trucks, crawling out of the ice cooler, sucking on the pipes. The station was covered in them. I really needed some way to get rid of the horde so I could load up one of the tankers and get that fuel back to the rifts. As I saw it, I could try to lure them away, distract them by shooting one of the gas tankers, or just shoot zombies until they're all dead. Well, deader. Well, since I have zombie bait, I have the option of luring them away, and that seems like the best option, so I'm gonna do that. We set up one of our zombie lures in a nearby bus depot, and those Zed came running. It was actually so potent it started to pull in Zed from other neighborhoods. We almost ran into another group when trying to circle around the first. With a bit of luck and a few mad sprints, we made it back to the gas station. We consolidated all the fuel in one tanker and drove it carefully away from the bus depot, which looked like it was hosting some sort of zombie rave by then. No Chancellor never overthrow on people named Jar Jar Binks do. Jar Jar Binks. Bottle. Alright, so we found gas there and we've performed the test of might. That is the subway. Here are 3 of our other tests. But one of our tests is still hidden. No, here's one of our tests. No, it's not. I'm just blind. Let's catch, no, I want to catch any test that has a high likelihood of being soaked in by my opponent. None of them have that high of a likelihood. That one's dangerous. Getting out this far, they're too dangerous for you. Alright. Alright, Rooney. Oh, the zombies were so close to being murdered, and they broke through and got murdered. Created explosives, took over the big farm. Actually, what do we have now? We got 1 bait, 9 explosives, a trap, 9 med kits. You're going to make more bait. You are gonna take this. And this trap is gonna go there. There we go. And all these zombies are killed now, so now Mega can go take out these zombies. The rest of you guys clear out the power plant. You got a city that rivals SimCity. That's what it comes to at this point. I mean, honestly, the city I have in my game that I just play while watching TV and such, that's on a less difficulty and on a bigger map, is probably larger than this entire map by this point. Then again, I'm way overpowered than that by now, and I'm just kind of taking the city and being boss. The ultimate in defense upgrades, adding a large stationary gun to our buildings, will seriously increase the killing power and help us deal with large hordes and armored enemies. Good. What else can we do? Preemptive strikes, searchlights, fireworks, pesticides. I think it's time we get to fireworks because we're getting unhappy and ammo's not a problem. So let's get to fireworks. Searchlights, what will that take, like a day? 3 days? Fine. Oh. You need to go on your scouting mission, but I need to see if your scavenging leveled up from scouting. Not yet. Ooh, the ocean? Okay. So we found the south half. Odd. The camera was fussing with me, but differently than it usually does. We took that farm. I'm not even a builder. What are you gonna do? Go join them in case they need you for something. Maybe they need somebody with a higher defense skill and you got a 7. That could save somebody's life. Test of intellect. The cars in the parking lot have been badly vandalized. Headlights smashed, roofs caved in, anarchy symbols spray painted on the doors. Evidence of looters and vandals went nuts in the early days of the infection when it seemed the lack of law enforcement was only temporary. Many of the gas caps are off, and there's sugar in 2-liter pop bottles about. There's still gas to siphon, but it's hard to tell what's tainted and how badly. We could try to engineer a solution, take it all and hope it still works. Well, we don't have an engineer out there, so I'm guessing we just grab everything. We siphoned all the gasoline we could from all the cars and mixed it all together. Likely, it's all contaminated now. It might destroy any engine you put it into after a few hours. Or maybe not. I mean, how could you know until you try? That feeling when you made it, but you are in-game. Hi, Awadawas. Feels extremely bad, man. Don't be feels bad, man. We, in celebration of you making it to the stream, / also you've changed your username since I last named somebody after you. Let's name Awadawadas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So now I've effectively made the rifts into jihads. I don't follow. K, left, should be fine. Alrighty. Awada. Awadawadas. There's a lot of W's and D's in that name. It's Cool name, though. Where am I gonna send you to do things? Could just join the rest of the cult clan. And be all culty together. That contaminated fuel that will make an engine explode. Oh, I'm gonna give that to the Rifts. Oh, I see. That's what you mean by the Jihad. Yeah, it might make their engine explode, but it might not. I'm hoping that it won't. Cool, here we go. Now something for you to do. You can't kill that by yourself, but you can defend if I pull a second one of you guys out. Do it. So people that mail me won't judge me. Oh. My original name was Hitler's right-hand man, Herman Goebbels. Goebbels. I'm not sure how I pronounced that last name. But you changed it. I remember that as being your last one. And I didn't name a character based on that. I named it based on the name that I remembered before that, which was like Hun Ryoneer, I believe. H-U-N Ryoneer. But that character was in the round that we didn't survive or died. Yeah, it died. Build. There. That was some other account, you think? Ah. What's this game? This is Rebuild 3, Gangs of Deadsville. It is a zombie survival simulation game where you defend against the zombies while expanding your town and civilization, and defend against other factions trying to ally or defeat them, and basically just make the town safe for your people. Ah, jeez. Art Vandelt's running around the fort pretending to blow away imaginary Zed with his assault rifle today. What is he, 5? It won't be long before he requests some ammo to go out and shoot Zed from the walls. Maybe it'll do some good. Or maybe it'll just piss the rest of them off if he doesn't do it carefully. What should I tell him when he comes asking? A cultist wants to kill zombies. I'm going to give him all the ammo he wants. Art went a little nuts with all that ammunition. He sprayed down all the Zed in the bridge and then started shooting cans, trees, birds, whatever. Nearly blew a hole in iMuffins, who was coming back home late. Made an enemy there for sure. Alrighty. What are the single persons in houses, by the way? I'm not sure if you're referring to these or these. These are people that I could go recruit to join my team, and if I do so, they would then become these, which each person in a location is doing a different action. For instance, I got my main character over here announcing an alliance that I've built with these guys. Most of the people that have the red border or the red background are out killing zombies of some sort. These purple people are researching for me. The green people are building up the sides of my fort. And the yellow people are my gatherers and farmers and whatnot. The ones inside the fort are farming with that little pitchfork. And then I have a group out here scavenging some stuff. And I got this person trading. You don't need alliances if you don't have people to ally with. Kill them. That might be the right answer, but I think I'm gonna convince the Rifts to just give me their fort without any death. I'm gonna have to kill a lot of other people probably, but they're gonna give me their fort without any death. Excuse me. The test of craftsmanship. The main floor of Beth's auto repair had been cleaned out long before we made it there. The shelves were bare, and the only cars left were Total Lemons. Above it was what looked like a hardware store, but all wooden stairs leading up to it were rickety as hell, and the platform between the stairs and the door was completely rotted through and wouldn't hold weight. We'd have to jump it. There's also an elevator, but we'd need to power it. This game doesn't look that good, to be honest, so far. It's a pretty slow-paced strategy game, and we're also beyond most of the excitement stuff. A lot of the exciting stuff is at the beginning when you have 5 people or 4 people in 5 spots, and you're being attacked from all sides on zombies, and you're really playing to survive against the zombies. Once you stabilize, it becomes more of a low-budget civilization with zombies. I should try Avery on. I'm not sure what that is. It says we need electricity for this. We don't have electricity, but it's not grayed out. I'm gonna click it. What happens? The elevator hadn't been serviced in years, but there was a workhorse of a little machine and we got it up and running fast. The elevator door opened to reveal a desiccated corpse, splayed on the floor with an assault rifle in one hand. While it looked like it had moved in years, I still smashed the thing's head off to be sure. Riding the elevator up, we discovered a small hoard of old vehicle parts. One filled trolley and jittery ride back down the elevator ride. What? One filled trolley and jittery back. Okay. One filled trolley and jittery ride back down the elevator ride, and we wheeled a cartload of parts home with a smile. And we found parts for the rifts and an assault rifle for us. Do I know Robocraft? I've heard of Robocraft. I'm not too familiar with it though. Alright, go out, catch all that stuff. Them zombies have been killed. And you can do other things. Kill these zombies. You know, I don't know what happens if you kill Gustav. I know you can. You probably should at some point when we are sure that we'll never need him for trading purposes ever again. Let's see what happens when Gustav catches a bullet. Have you heard about Stellaris? Yes, I love Stellaris. This game reminds me a lot about it. In fact, when we get to this portion of the game, I start itching for something that's a little more advanced like Stellaris, because my main complaint of the game is the player and all of the alliances don't follow the same set of rules. And the set of rules that the player gets versus the alliance way overpower me. As you see, even in Impossible mode, where I felt like I was falling behind, I'm still doing pretty damn well. I mean, like, by the time I finish expanding this out, nobody's going to hold a candle to me, and we'll see about how strong I am against their forces, and if there's anything to really worry about. Whereas Stellaris, all of the other AIs have the same capabilities as you, and the same progression, so there's a lot more interesting stuff that can happen later on. Avion is basically Stellaris, but you are a single ship that can make factions with friends, and have an armada of ships if you build them. That sounds cool. If you can't get upgrade except system upgrades that drop from enemies. Ah. Alright, we want you... First I need to see what we got. We got more traps. I need to use these traps. Oops, wrong button. Trap it up. There's a trap there already. Throw one there. Get that guy back there. Bunch of different factions too. That's another thing I like about Stellaris, is that with the way that the factions work and all of the faction generation, rather than like Civilization where there are set factions that you can face, the Romans, the Indians, the Japanese, whatever, Stellaris has essentially randomized or procedurally randomized factions. I really like that. Make more bait. The closer you get to the core, the more mats you unlock. So that's how they kind of pace it. Makes sense. Foreign relations. I was summoned to meet with O'Grady this week at the Last Judgment Fort. He was furious that we had the audacity to form a government for the city when the Last Judgment are clearly the ones that are best in the best position to run things. You should be living under our rules, not the other way around, O'Grady fumed. I expect to see your traders here with a generous donation in the near future. Tell them to fuck off. This made Grady spitting mad, as intended. It sure made me and the rest of the fort feel good, though. We don't need those guys. Get to the middle quests by collecting, or you get into the middle by doing quests to collect alien artifacts, killing a boss, tons of pirate ships. What'd you miss, Shrug? Talking about, was it Avion? And, the Last Judgment, the Christian bikers, came to our doors and was like, hey, we heard you established a government. We're the government around here. And I was like, fuck you guys. And they were like, no, not fuck us. Alright. We are not. The Dahlias are raiding us. I spit on you, Dahlius. Check out Lathlin's Let's Play on it. I'll have to check out and see what's going on with it. Sounds interesting. Alright, we'll just go with that. You'll defend against these raiders. Scouted. Alright, so we got the ocean down here. This map is not very big compared to an epic-sized map. Epic is epic. Test of perception. We had some trouble finding the car repair shop the Rifts had sent us to at first. Turns out it had been undergoing renovations when everything went down. We hadn't realized that the pile broken roof panels, scaffolding, and construction equipment we passed 3 times was an actual shop. My instincts told me that we could probably find usable parts somewhere in this mess. I'm not sure how to get to them. We could pick through the rubble by hands, but that might take a while, unless we're quite good at scavenging. Or there's a bulldozer and we could try to use it, but it might just make a bigger mess. Well, we do have the best scavenging team out there, so... You saw that part in the reenactment was hilarious. The church biker. Yeah. We're going to scavenge through this. Other than that, we've just been doing the tests for Malik and, expanding, gathering stuff. Nothing too exciting has happened. I guessed where the building storage might be and set to work there, using an old stop sign as both a shovel and lever to clear the heavier stuff. I dug through junk with surprising speed. I was a bit startled when I noticed something inside the pile digging its way up toward me, but the stop sign also provided to make a surprisingly good axe when the zombie poked its head clear of the rubble. Crawling past the now headless corpse, we scrambled through the tight passage and into the building where we found that the tables of the storeroom were still packed with parts and tools. Success! Hopefully this is what the Rifts need. Alright. Let's go catch the last thing that they said they wanted. It's only taken us, what? Half a week? A week almost? And we ain't giving it to them till we're allies. Hey. You. Cleared you out enough to not be a threat. Get you over there. How big is a threat is this? Am I going to play something else after Rebuild 3? As far as streaming, I don't know. Rebuild 3 kind of made sense to stream because it was what I was going to be playing anyway. And I end up getting sucked into it and playing it at long amounts of times. And that works out well for streaming. As far as today, no. I'm just going to be streaming this for another little more than an hour. And then I gotta go. But once I finish Rebuild 3 on the Impossible difficulty, like I'm basically just doing this to get used to Impossible difficulty, which I'm pretty much there. And then I'm going to do an actual Let's Play series of this through the story mode on Impossible difficulty. And I might squeeze something else in as a stream if I'm able to at the point. Suddenly feels like a Hollywood movie premiere here in Leeds. We set up 2 powerful beams of light to run for several hours a night, broadcasting our existence to any survivors within at least 20 miles. Hopefully they'll see it and come join us. With no other light pollution to compete, our little bat signals pierce the sky and light up the clouds like they're on fire. It's a beautiful sight. We attract more survivors. Ah! Occasionally the camera likes to go completely wonky on me, and I have to battle it for a second, and it gives it back to me. Fireworks. We want fireworks. Go, you built that out good. Build that out. Okay. I'm low on materials. We're gonna have you gonna help out him. Ah. And onward we wait. Speed it up a little bit because nothing's happening. Okay. Test of leadership. As we approached the gas station, the air filled with the obnoxious sound of revving motorcycle engines. A group of bikers had beaten us to the pump. They were members of the Last Judgment Gang, using the station as a refueling stop. When they were passing through, they called out, "Look what we got here! A little stray kitty crawling out of the alley. What can we do for you, little alley cat?" Outnumbered, I tried to think of how I could convince them to give us the gas. An outright lie? The truth? Or just try and stall them and hope they lost interest? I'm gonna stall them. Throwing on all the charm I could, I began to run through an impromptu stand-up routine using such classics as, what does a vegetarian zombie eat? Grains. And why didn't the zombie cross the road? Because he lost his guts. And it worked. Apparently we'd found the only bikers who ever liked bad puns. They kept chuckling until they finished filling up and drove off, saying, "See you later, funny cat." They'd taken a lot of the gasoline, but there was still a bit left when we siphoned off into a canister. I hope the Riffs appreciate everything we're doing for them. Gunzo! I really wish one of the dickier groups was near us so that I'd feel more justified in just murdering people. But I'm gonna have to murder these dahlias because they up in my face and causing problems. Can I kill you? Huh, you're actually not as strong as I anticipated. Dahlias will get pissed off. Whoa. There. They're gonna be pissed off anyway. How much respect do they have for me if they're trying to raid me? No, I raid people that I have 42% respect for. Ridiculous. We'll just defend against it. Why am I slaving for the Riffs? For the ultimate payoff, the Riffs. I've been planning a journey to New York, but they have all of this extra crap that they don't want to be bringing with them. And so I'm doing stuff for them so that they'll give me the crap. It won't let you spam DACA. Spam DACA. Right, we need to get materials back. We've actually taken enough farms that we are making a fair amount of food at this point. Take that over. Build you. Yeah, shouldn't take too long. Better yet, let's pull. There we go. Now that's safe. And you're announcing that. Mega Man's clearing out these guys. It doesn't have to be Mega Man to do that. Mega Man can go do other things, like recruit people. Wait. Yeah, most other recruits are too far and too dangerous, so we'll go recruit these guys. A person. You can actually take a look and look in here approximately how many people you're going to be saving. You got supplies, a radio, and 6 material. Good. Radios are helpful. They increase leadership. Are they better than the flare gun at doing that? Flare gun's 3, radios also 3. Nah, and the flare gun gives me extra defense too. So I'll keep that flare gun equipped. I'm surprised we haven't recruited a single leader. It hasn't given us the option or anything. And now it says that leader, but that's just their skill. They could lead a restaurant and be a bartender. They could lead a church and be a preacher. I'm the leader of the civilization. Am I going to stream tomorrow? I plan on it. But it will also probably be more of this. Just to let you know. Proton finally posted another video. Yeah, it must have been recently, because I think I looked at the website or his channel like a day or two ago and there wasn't anything new. But I got traps. Ah! Stupid camera. Just gonna go play League. I mean, this game's not for everyone. I can appreciate that this isn't your cup of tea. It's super mine though. Except for this camera thing. So I will see you around another time. Maybe when I stream games that are more to your liking, you'll be hanging out with us more often. But thanks for stopping by. But I completely understand that this game is not everybody's cup of tea. Alright. JonTron? I think I misspoke. JonTron is what I was meant to talk about. I think I said Proton John. Different John. I meant JonTron though. These dahlias all up in my face. I'm building a turret. Yep. Oh, really? You defending there actually made the difference? Yeah. I just misspoke and referred to a different John. So, if we're going to try to build that out right now, fine. We'll wait. We'll defend against this attack just normal-like. Send you out to go fight. That seems good. Fight that. Huzzah! We have running water again, and it doesn't smell like rotting corpses. Everyone's feeling great, and we're one step closer to rebuilding society. Society. Rebuilding society. And we're gonna get that gas station, or the power plant. I keep calling it a gas station, but it's not. We're gonna get that power plant here soon. You're not a cult, are you? No. And nobody's joined the cult without me knowing about it. Nobody slipped through the radar. Doesn't look like it. Are you the only one left watching? Zero said he'd be back in a bit. And Muffins might be lurking. But it might just be you. Alright, the raid's happening. You got it going on in the background. In a harsh world like this, I like our big walls. It means when neighbors like the Dahlias come knocking with mischief in their minds, we can just leave them out there until the Zeds scare them off. Not for long, you're in the lobby in League of Legends. Good luck finding a team that plays well together. I never could get into League of Legends because there's just so much to learn about that game, and with it being multiplayer, like the single player stuff didn't interest me. I didn't want to play any of the single player stuff to get good enough to really play the multiplayer adequately. And shift gears. And I don't know. Like, on paper, that style of game interests me, but in actuality, I don't have the patience to get to the skill level that would require to actually have fun with it, in my opinion. Why are you still defending me? I forgot to do things with you. You must do things! You... Hold on a sec. We're rethinking plans. Dahlias, you want to fight? I fight dirty. Put some zombie bait up there. You know what? Let's put zombie bait all around you. Have zombie bait there. Take some there. Get eaten by zombies. Quit raiding me. Jerks. I will send all of the zombies to eat you. You never play single, literally? Yeah. Did you just start off being pretty good at the game? Or like, did you have some sort of other games similar to it that gave you some background? I don't know, like I've never played a game like of League of Legends, and so when I jumped into it I was like as noobly as you can get. And I just did not have the patience to get to a point where I was skilled enough to be having fun. You can go on League and find nice people who kind of show you how it works. That would be the ideal way to go. You literally feeded like a retard until you understood what to do. Didn't take long. I understand. I guess in League of Legends I understand what to do. It's the more how are you going to do it that gets me. You could show me if I want. I appreciate the offer. And maybe at some point. Probably not right now. I don't have much of an interest in getting super into League. But down the line, I will definitely keep that in mind. Because sometimes I do get the itching to play a game like that. Halo 1 was your childhood? I remember all the Haloing back in the day. I just team up with him. You guys need to... Oh wait, no, don't just team up with him. There's a bunker there. Build a turret there. We are running low on supplies, on materials specifically. And we need something for you guys to do. Yeah, 3 of you guys can handle that. Something for you guys to do. Nope. That works. Game started. Good game. See you later. Or have a good game. See you later. Better hope it's worth keeping stream in background. That's up to you. The stream's got like an hour left. I'm gearing up for a break here in the next little bit. And it's just going to be more of this. Oh, these people have a 17% chance, 16% chance of danger. Alright, change gears. Now you're attacking there. Found medicine. And you're still scavenging. Okay. And ammunition and food. Our food is going up a lot because of all of these farms. So let us go in and, since we've got food, a ton of food and happiness is a problem, everybody gets more food. That ought to make people a little happier. Alright, scouting. Go and get... Ooh, hiccuped a little bit there. Excuse me. Alright, you go scout that. I'm gonna run this along for just a sec, and I'm gonna gear up to take a 5-minute break here in just a moment as a heads up. What are you doing? That's right. By letting the Dahlias take this spot right here, that's in front of the bridge, these, the Last Judgment raiders that wanted to come and just go up and through this bridge and attack me, now have to go all the way around. Alright. Pig farmers came in to talk about me setting up a government. They have no intention of living under my laws. Tell them to go to hell. You made Farmer Bucket spitting mad as intended. I believe Anchorus actually has a background with Farmer Bucket, if I'm not mistaken. in his background. He was like, I used to be a pig farmer, but I could never make pigs as good as Farmer Bucket. Well, Farmer Bucket sucks. He's a weird one, and he eats people. We've got 2 assault rifles. We should probably get those on people. Assault rifle better than... Yeah, it's considered better, as it should be. Assault rifle better than a pistol. And we got a pistol. Take the sub. Got so many pistols floating around. Halo Wars 1 and 2 are your jam. Halo Wars, 1 and 2, or Halo 1 and 2? Because Halo Wars is another game as well. I liked the idea of it. I could never really get into it though. A Halo RTS. It's pretty cool. I guess RTSs just aren't really my cup of tea either. I like turn-based strategies more so. I played Halo 1, but I didn't get super into it. It's when Halo 2 came out, I got super into Halo. I played a ton of Halo 2, but I didn't have Xbox Live or any of that, so I didn't really get into Halo until Halo 3. And that's when I played way too much Halo for my own good. But I was in high school. Anyway, I am going to take a short break, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Alright, I'm back. You're referring to Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2? I did not know there was a Halo Wars 2. I didn't realize that game got a sequel. Also, Halo 1 was supposed to be an RTS, but they changed it. I forgot about that, but that's absolutely right. Whenever I think of old Halo 1, what usually comes to my mind is how it revolutionized AI in first-person shooters, which makes a lot of sense with its RTS roots. We found a lot of materials. Good. We're no longer hurting for materials at the moment. They're not as good as they could be. Why don't you help him build that real quick? You spotted food on the edge of the map. Okay. Keep scouting out. We need to find out what everything is. Or all of it is. All of it. Recruitment. So this fort of yours, does it have a proper government? Asked Lone, the potential recruit. Spent all morning schmoozing with. What about watchtowers? Yeah, we got both. You think we'd be... He's full of questions, this one. You'd think anything would be better than the pathetic pile of mattresses he was living in now. He's living in a pile of mattresses. Alright, Lone. Oh, no, that's... Alright, his name is Eon, but I'm going to call him Lone. Lone Lloyd. You don't have anything to talk about. You remember that you could command Marines? There was some Marine commanding. Not a whole heck of a lot of it. There was a little bit of that. Let's give you a multi-tool. And a gun. Multi-tool and a gun. What can you do with that? Don't scavenge. Kill. Kill. And you. Oh man, you can't handle that by yourself. Alright, help them kill that. You're a cultist already. It don't matter. What'd you find? A baseball bat and a ton of food and fuel? That's cool and everything. What you got equipped? A whip? Nah, you equip that baseball bat. That way you can play ball in your downtime. That's how the game assumes it works. Created explosives. And more bait. I am not happy with how I'm being treated by these people, and they're too far away to attack. I'm gonna get bait so I can shrink them if I need. As I'm gonna demonstrate over here, because I'm sick of these dahlias. You wanna send a raider to me? Mistake. Attacked by a roamer. I couldn't see that roamer. Cheating! Cheating! Blow it up! Go finish your scouting. Good thing you didn't get hurt. Or killed. Doctor's bag? Ooh. Doctor's bag. Used for engineering. And is a lot better, or a little better than a calculator. Oh, you need to scavenge new stuff now. Catch that. Mother Nature's wrath. Fire broke out in Elite Crew's fort last night. You could see the flames dancing all the way from our walls. It was really quite pretty. They came by this morning and asked if we could help them put their mall back together. They're a little short on building supplies, and we're hoping we might have a few usable 2x4s to spare, or at least a few nails. We don't have any 2x4s to spare. 34. I mean, maybe we do, but we're not gonna. Send over a builder. The structure was rebuilt so quickly that it was like one of those Amish barn raisings, assuming they used power tools. The building may even be in better shape than it was before. Needless to say, Dar is very grateful. Cool. Fixed up something that burned down in their place. Got a little respect from them. Kill the zombie mass. There's not a whole lot of text bubbles that it has to tell us about killing zombie masses. We've built ourselves a turret tower up there. Good. Good. We'll build us another one right here. No, we gotta build one. What we want is we want to take this bridge and then put the turret on it. Right? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Alright, you're gonna keep scouting. You killed all them zombies. There's a roamer up there. Roamer, you suck. You're building that, you're building that. Help. Take the power station. You guys can't handle that. Probably handle that, I guess. Kill. That probably gives me traps. I'm watching you, Roamer. I'm watching you. Step into that graveyard, Roamer. Step into it. Yes. Boom. No more graveyard, no more Roamer, no more camera control. 0% noise. Yeah, even in impossible mode, we're still getting to the point where we don't have to take risks, really. Just a little unfortunate. I was hoping that point would never be reached in impossible mode. There would always be risks. Come on, I want the camera. There we go. Alright, go. You've got more story to tell me, Ting. Last time we heard about her being a hacker. I made use of the net as long as I could after the world started to fall apart. I wasn't the only one either. There were a few groups that tried their best to work out what was going on behind the doors of power while the little guys were getting literally eaten. Ting got a new perk. Bookworm, first aid, formerly crew. Gotta go Bookworm. You're in the research party. I don't have any books though. But you get the next book. Maybe. Unless somebody else becomes a Bookworm. Scavenge everything. Go talk to the Rifts. I will after my alliance is established. Dangerous Mass is Zed. Dang, that's still pretty dangerous. 10%'s not really. Okay. Got a cricket bat? It's 3 defense and recreation. Take you a cricket bat. All my warriors got guns. They don't need no melee, nothing. We don't need to scavenge out the food-specific places because we're doing so good on food. That's why we're going to try to get more people so that we can have more people eating food. We can now build fireworks in any workshop. Not only do these beautiful explosions delight the living, but they have a strange hypnotic effect on the undead. A good 10-minute light show will leave them docile and distracted most of the night. Interesting. Pesticides. Sure. I mean, what are our other options? Pesticides, preemptive strikes. Actually, preemptive strikes sounds like it might be more used. Still going to take a week. Scout. What'd you get? Top hat. Zombies on the move. You know we're having an easy time defending the fort when you're coming up with little songs during the fight. 3 little zombies all in a row. Pop goes their heads and down they go. Why such good content and only a few viewers? Hi, Francetta Johannes. I'm guessing because I don't have a whole heck of a lot of subscribers, and this game's not everybody's cup of tea. Let's see here. We will name we'll get rid of Michael Theodore. Maybe. Wait. Yeah. Alright. Unless we've been naming all of them scavengers, or all of them soldiers. So for the last little bit, let's do scavenger. Francenda. There's no N. Francetta Johannes. There we go. Eventually get there, just play more mainstream games. I don't want to play mainstream games. Make some fireworks. Whoa, I just looked at our ammo stash. Last time I looked at it, it was 100. We're using a lot of ammo needlessly shooting zombies. I want to pull these guys out from doing that, but zombies killed. Good. Good. Now I can have you kill more zombies and go completely against what I just said. And I'm gonna. Actually, can you handle that? The Pomeranian. Alright, let me grab you and catch this. Zombies killed. More power needed. Power plant reclaimed. An old power plant has seen better days. All the old dials are broken and the walls are covered with dust and grime. The pile of bodies in the janitor's closet is really beginning to smell. Still, it would help if we could get the thing running again. It'll take our engineers this time and a good chunk of building materials, but if we can spare those, we can look forward to having working ovens again. Alright, no, the camera. Give me the camera. I'm not entirely sure what would qualify as mainstream games. Like new releases, I generally don't have the funds to keep up with any sort of new release stuff. Like even Rebuild 3 I've had my eye on for a while and was able to get it when it was in the Humble Bundle. There we go. Power plant reclaimed. Take that farm. Pull an engineer. How long is it going to take you to fix the power? 2 days? Fix it. Dahlias are offended that we didn't consult with them when we made our government. They can suck a dick. They've been raiding me. I don't want to talk to them. The cultists and the non-cultists. Why is the camera being so much more... Jeez. Just keeps taking it so much more often today than it usually does. Alright, we're going to have you stack. If we just have you defend gonna have you come up here, kill those guys. I'm gonna have you defend here until the traps make that square a little less zombie. Like Call of Duty and Battlefield is mainstream. Or PUBG, Hearthstone as such. I could maybe do Hearthstone. I mean, that's a free game. I get into it occasionally. I was way more into Hearthstone when it first came out, and I don't like the direction it's gone. Found a couple of possible recruits and an orphan child on the farm. They say they've been watching our progress for a few weeks, but are trying to decide between joining us or joining the elite crew. Apparently they talked personally with Dara and had a group tour of their compound. What can we counter with? The elite crew are weak. They're not, though. The elite crew respect us. They don't, though. We have enough leadership to insult the elite crew. We don't, though. You literally spend $40 in cards and no one can wreck you. That's what I'm talking about. It's gone to the point where you have to throw money in it. When it first came out, the cards and the balance was a lot better, I feel. I mean, I like the mechanics they keep adding, don't get me wrong, but they're just not able to maintain the balance, and it's become a game that you really have to sink money into. Or a ton of time. Which at the time I was into sinking a ton of time into it. Alright, so we did successfully recruit any of those people. We'll recruit them then. I wouldn't say it's exactly pay to win, but it's pay to compete. If you want to have any sort of hope in the higher level rankings of Hearthstone's ranked system, you definitely have to get to the point where you have what the quote-unquote game-breaking cards are at the time, the stuff that most decks pretty much can't go without, or at the very least you have to have built a deck around what legendary cards you have. And I remember when I first stopped really being into Hearthstone was when they introduced Dr. Boom, and I couldn't get one, and it made so many of the matches frustrating as Dr. Boom would show up and screw up my day. You had the legendary warrior boy with rage. Remember the old school warrior was pretty fun. See, I was even okay with stuff like it was like the card that fit in too many situations and was just like better than cards of the same cost, like Dr. Boom. I mean, there were things like the Grim Patron that were still quite prevalent at the time. You'd see a lot of Grim Patron play. But the difference was that you had to have like a specific deck set. You had to have a specific strategy to make the patron pay out, or at least be capable of having your deck shift to that strategy. Whereas in the situation of like Dr. Boom was just better than the other 7 drops available. He fit into pretty much any situation. It's interesting to see good game played with good strategy. I agree with that. I like Hearthstone on some level. I wish it was a little different. I've never seen this before. Half-printed pamphlets have been showing up with titles like The Spiritual Zombie and The Zed in Each of Us. They seem to be propaganda from the Church of the Chosen Ones. They call the virus a gift and say that we should respect and even worship the zombies. People seem to like these ideas because it suggests the disease, all this death, everything, might serve a higher purpose. But this cult could be dangerous. Should our survivors be allowed to read this stuff? Oh, fuck. My knee-jerk reaction is no, but I think that's going to upset them. But with water, power on the way, and extra rations, I think they're happy enough. Let's ban reading. You were thinking about playing this game with the impossible difficulty? That's the way to play it, I'd say. No ban, no cult books. I feel bad censoring something that makes our people happy, but this church and its ideas are dangerous. We need to stop it from spreading before it's too late. We can change this policy later. Stop developing roamers up there. You stop it. I'll blow them all up. You keep making them, I'll keep blowing them up. We found materials, good. We're low on things to find. Did I say no? Yeah, I told them that they're not allowed to be reading that blasphemous crap. We got enough people believing in the cult in our fort. No. Might be overkill. (1v1) in Roblox. Fast driver. That guy Art says he watched every Fast and Furious movie at least 5 times. Until today, I couldn't imagine why you would subject yourself to such torture. But I guess he learned some tricks from those movies. He finished killing zombies so fast today it made my head spin. Okay. You guys. What happened there? Why are you resting? Take this job and shove it. Muffins refused to work today. She's supposed to be scavenging, but says she can't on account of today being an observation of workers' rights in some country or other. I think she just made up that to annoy me, and it's working. From the sound of it, this workers' rights holiday is gonna last a few days for Muffins. Not sure what her problem is with authority, but it's causing problems for the rest of us. Take this job and shove it. That's what we get for Muffins being rebellious. She's gonna take a 3-day vacation. Come on. Come on, camera. Cats or dogs? Cats and dogs are both cool. I like both. Wow, heck of shade. Yeah. It's a little unfortunate. We'll scavenge out what we have in-house right now. We have way more food than we need. Speaking of which, who would be... darn it! Stop! Why is the camera just being so wonky today? Alright, you need to finish scouting more. You're recruiting, that's fine. You're announcing the alliance. Alright, we don't have any bonuses for trading, but we can trade. We can trade with you? With the elite crew? Yeah. Because if there's another group that I want to be friends with for in-game reasons, it's the elite crew. And that's when you ally with the group, every 3 days or so, they send you some supplies. And allying yourself with the elite crew seems to be the only sustainable source of fuel. So, I'm gonna go with sustainable fuel. And light off a firework. Blap blap! Alrighty. Happiness up a bit. Yeah, and it's on the rise. So that's good too. The principal power plant part. Despite the lack of proper tools and the constant zombie attacks, we've got the power plant fixed, for the most part. It looks like we're short a critical MacGuffin exhaust pipe, and until we get one, we aren't going to get so much as a single watt of power out of the thing. We may be able to put together a replacement in our workshop, but it's going to take more time and a lot of material. Alright, well I have a second workshop. 6 materials, not a lot. Make the MacGuffin! I feel like I should be doing something more useful with you. I'm not too worried about my ammo usage because I can always just make more. Trade with elite crew. Give us your fuel. Give us your toolbox. Give us everything you got. Just give it all. How much food you want for it? Here, take 1 extra food because we're nice like that. There you go. We just got a bunch of crap for all that. What all did we get? Yay, we have power almost. Is this game even hard? It starts hard, but I've sustained and made things relatively easy. Alright, let's Dave, take this toolbox and tell me what you want to tell me about things. Yes! How can I help you, Master? My speech? I'm terribly sorry. I just happened to have a bit of a lisp. Nothing to worry yourself over. What did I do before the end of the world? Spent a bit of time underground doing some surveillance work for a mining firm. Nothing special. Dave can get a new perk. He can be fast recoverer, redecorator, or an artist. The fact that I have a bunch of med kits, I don't really care about fast recovery. So, redecorator or an artist. Redecorator is like the most useless perk ever. May automatically convert useless buildings. I've played this game enough to know that that percentage is so low that it is insignificant. So happiness when fortifying buildings? Yes. When you are building things, you are happy. Espen's got a saw. Let's give him a hammer. And I think I got some better weapons, maybe. I don't know, I bought everything he had. Got that submachine gun, it's a little better. And Marmaduke. Now we'll get you a crowbar. Well, something else makes sense. Multi-tool. Maybe you had a multi-tool already, and I didn't see it in your hand. Should name him Solid Snake. Who should be named Solid Snake? The guy who kept saying the S's? Dave? I wonder if it'll fit all that. It does! Dave Solid Snake Westbury. Excuse me. Alright. Get going. And just a heads up, the stream's going to be ending in like 10-15 minutes or so, because I gotta go to work today, unfortunately. More like Hard Snake, since he's always standing. The Zed aren't smart enough to run from danger, even when you got a sniper on a nearby building, picking them off one by one, they keep dying. Cool. Go take this finally. Announce our... Wait. I didn't notice that. Alright, fine. Defend that way. Announce our alliance so I can go talk with the Riffs. This recruit seems to think he's something special, like something of an expert builder. He says we're lucky we caught him now, before someone else snapped him up. Says he won't come with us cheap though. We should offer him something extra if he joins us. Food ain't a problem. Here, you can eat twice as much, man. Told him he doesn't have to eat the second set of rations. Food is actually the closest thing we have to a currency in Leeds. And if you can get a surprising range of luxuries in exchange for it. He seemed to dig that and agreed to join us. He actually is quite a good builder, too. He wasn't lying about that. What was he lying about? Dude, is there any way we can get an industrial pump? Got this great idea for how we can set up a slide down from one of the apartment buildings, and there's a pool on the roof that's full of rainwater. We could create the most awesome water slide using that. It'd be so cool! Can make him easygoing. He just has extra happiness, which kind of with his backstory fits. But tools expert is like the best perk that a builder can get. Double skill points from tools. Done. Suddenly, oh shoot, changes things just a tiny bit, because since he's getting the double points from building, it makes no sense for you to have the better tools. So you'll just take this saw and this chainsaw, and we'll stick him with the toolbox that'll give him 6 instead of 3, and the hammer that'll give him 4 instead of 2. Now he's ready. Level 15 builder, welcome to the crew. You finished out that. You finished out scavenging. I need you to do something useful with your life. Too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Is there anybody in a church out in the distance? That's not too dangerous. Go recruit them. Defending, survivor spotted. Which means you're done scouting over there right now. But we're not done scouting until we are done with this fog of war garbage. Though I doubt we'll finish that up today. Scavenger supplies, good. Have anything else within our own borders that we can get? Not without somebody sitting on top of it. Okay. Can't do those. I can safely do these. Would you dap on the haters if they opened your Google history? I don't. What does it mean to dap on haters? I've not heard of dab in that context. And how would they open my Google history? These are weird questions. Alliance with the Rifts. Everyone gathered at City Hall for the announcement. An alliance. We're going to share leads with the Rifts, for better or worse, in sickness and in health, etc. Peace, and a little support too. They've promised to send us regular shipments of ammunition every week. Malik arrived with a small delegation and climbed the steps to meet us, announced the alliance. Malik bowed deeply to the crowd and spread his arms and waited for silence. For too long, we've been fighting over our little piece of turf. But it's all our turf, yours and mine. We'll keep it safe together. Can you dig it? Yes! The crowd shouts back. Can you dig it? Yes! Can you dig it? We can. I grabbed Malik's hand and raised our arms in the sky. Little lovely Warriors reference there. You are not going to go talk to Malik. Tell him that we completed getting him all that fuel. Got an even better question. Which rock do you live under? The one that supports the roof. Stop massing zombies over there. Stop it. Keep doing it. I'm going to keep blowing them up. But I'm running out of explosives. It's also silly that you keep making me blow up the same spot over and over. Man, I could tell them to go to hell. Their respect for me was 70 before. It's been dropping slowly. That's called a wall, not a rock. It would be a wall if it wasn't a rock. Should I tell him to go to hell? Or apologize? That's not my cup. I mean, apologizing doesn't do anything. Tell him to go to hell pisses him off. We can piss him off later. One step at a time. You. I didn't realize I could scavenge that. Surprised I didn't a long time ago. More survivors spotted. Okay. And we're going to finish up this talk with Malik. Not sure if Malik was meditating for those 2 hours. Right, we already read that one a while ago. Talk to Malik. Malik greeted me warmly. He seems to think our alliance is going very well. Not totally sure what the Rifts get out of it, but so long as they keep sending us ammunition, I'm not arguing. I thought I saw a faint smile on Malik's lips when I came through the gate with the last of the stuff. "You've passed my trials most adequately," he told me. I asked him what trials he was talking about. We just collected some fuel and stuff for them. He explained that before he could leave, he had to make sure that whoever took over protection of Leeds would be strong, smart, and resourceful enough to handle it. So Malik had chosen 5 places too dangerous to bother scavenging, and sent us there to test. Bite your tongue or yell at him. Okay. Malik once again ignored me. We saw the Rifts off on their journey eastward and looked around their base to see what we had inherited. Well, not a lot really. Perhaps we aren't the chosen ones after all, or Malik thought we did a half-assed job on those trials. They didn't leave many supplies for us, but at least we got their territory. I just hope we have enough people to hold it all. It's because we mixed those concoctions together. He wasn't super happy we mixed the fuels together. But the Rifts have returned to New York. And with them leaving, they have entrusted me with their fort. Which is kind of exciting, because as I'm exploring all this, I find that pretty much all of the place to expand left is down here, which on the complete other side of the map I'd have no hope of getting to. Or whatever island is over here that nobody took claim of. So I got all this for me now, which is good, because it's more space, but it's bad, because it's opening me up to being attacked on a lot of different sides. And now the Dahlias are all up in my face. But I'm still without any bridge over here. As equally protected from the other factions as I was. So that's cool. Alright, so you guys need to shift gears. No, don't team up. Just shift gears. Take out the pinkies. That'll probably be one of the next things I end up doing. I need to finish researching preemptive strikes before these attacks have any chance of really succeeding. I mean, I could take, for instance, a whole stack of these people, and it's still impossible. So we need to work our way up to that, which we will. Blow up your stupid park. Because we need to start working on making down here safe now that we've exposed ourselves to a bunch, but they've already begun the expansion across into over here. Over here has to end out somewhere. We can expand down here pretty easily without much worry. You will what should you be doing at the moment? I definitely need both of you to pause, scout out what these 2 question marks next to me are, and we'll quickly have to scout out what's going on up there. You actually, because I can't really effectively do anything over here until I do scout it out. Why don't you begin doing so? And you crafted bonus fireworks. We're gonna need more traps. Okay. Because I can't attack them directly, that's why I'm putting the zombie bait near them in the hopes that the zombies will eat them for me. Okay. That being said, wait just a sec. So I won't pull you. Take this. You're still defending there successfully. Still don't know what to do with you. Ideally, I have you go recruit more people, but everything's scary. Can't break that up. They don't even have that. That's a risky endeavor. Okay, you two team up. And risky recruit, I guess. 10%'s not that risky. Alrighty. And I need to make sure the stream will be ending soon because I have to get ready and go to work, unfortunately. I'm just making sure that with this huge, the Rift's giving us their fort like I planned all along, we are capable of maintaining our expansion. But yeah. The Rifts, after you meet the guy from New York, send them the right way, and do a quest line from them and become their allies. You actually might not need to become their allies. I think you do, though. I think that if you don't become their allies, they just give you a bunch of stuff instead. That's how you get the Rifts to give you their fort. We've mapped out a good chunk of this land. Still need to map out all this, but that's mostly going to be a mass of factions all cluttered together, interestingly. And we're going to be taking all this. All this is for us. And all this, we'll take that too, just as soon as we can. We're just a little too underpowered for it. Just a little. But preemptive strikes makes a huge difference. As you see, it's not too hard for me to defend against them. Then again, I also do have the benefit of the wall. But I need those preemptive strikes to essentially mitigate their benefit of the wall. Anyway, I will see you guys later. It's been fun. Have a good day.